Hey everybody, welcome to a sunny day in Southern California. Well, not really, it's actually raining today. But I want to talk about my 2017 Toyota Tacoma. Just a few weeks ago, I was honored to be at SEMA for the first time, and I was at Bestop's booth. I want to talk a little bit about this cover right here. This is the Bestop Supertop Truck 2. And the reason why they call it Truck 2, they actually had a revision from their first one. I like to test things out because that's what I do. I am always doing new products. People actually laugh at me when I get new wheels. Hence, another set of wheels. But I wanted to talk about this guy right here. I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of it. Right now it's raining, so probably one of the questions that people will have is it weather sealed? The answer is not 100% weather sealed. I'll talk about a little bit why. I have my Samsung S10 Plus, so it's waterproof, and let's go over it. So you can see how it beats the water very well. This is not treated. This is how I got it from the factory, but couple spots you can see how it sits. Some people like it, some people don't. Now there's a little bit of a gap here, if you notice, and that's not the fault of Bestop's. This is because I have the relentless tailgate reinforcement, so it's thinner than the plastic one. So it's going to have that gap. So when you have your regular part right here, it's not going to have that gap. It's actually going to be sealed. So of course I'm going to have a little leaking there. It's not, again, the fault of the design of that. Right here you always have leaking because that's just the design of the truck. But you can go ahead and put a seal there. I did that when I had my hard shell. It doesn't have windows. It's actually closed off, but I actually never use the windows. Some people need windows and some people don't. It's a little bit higher level of security, I think, a little bit more discretion by having that blocked out. You see, this is a standard tint. You can't really see through it either. You can get pretty close, so it has a good amount of privacy. Well, I was trying to kick up the rain right here. The way it was installed, it uses these rails that go basically on all four sides. It's a plastic window just like they have for their Jeeps. It's going to be floppy because it is plastic. The top is tight, and again, this is a strong canvas. I know some people don't like these in the winter. I mean, if you have a Jeep, you would have the same exact experience on a Jeep soft top. So if you guys had this in the winter, from my understanding, plastic windows are bad for cold weather. They're actually very stiff, so you have to be careful messing with those things. You can install a third brake light, and it's actually advised. I think most states require a third brake light. So this is held by Velcro and zippers, and you can get in there, take a peek. So that kind of asks the question about security. Well, is it really secured? No, I don't think it's really secured. But at the same time, a hard shell is not secured if somebody wants to break the glass on the side, break the rear, or jimmy the lock. So everything is based on what I call honest thief. So an honest thief means that they'll only try to take your stuff if they have an opportunity. If it was locked up or it wasn't that easy for them to steal, they wouldn't put the effort into it. So that's the difference between an honest thief and a thief that really wants your stuff. No matter what you got, no matter what you think, glass is not going to protect it if somebody wants it. All they got to do is smash it. It takes them a few seconds. But it brings more attention because they can hear that glass. People can hear that glass breaking. But some people don't care. A thief that really wants it or is going to take your stuff and they just don't give a crap. They're just going to smash and grab. They don't really care. So that's why I said to talk about honest thief. Speaking about that, I actually got my ammo cans full of recovery equipment stolen by, I wouldn't call it honesty, by a thief. I didn't lock the back door. That's my fault. But the thing is that they could have just broken the glass to get the stuff. So that's why I talk about security. But weatherproofing, that's a good question. So let me flip it around. It is raining now. So let's pop this out here and take a peek. Sorry, my hands are starting to get cold. So you can pull this. Yeah, see how dry it is. Overall, it's pretty dry. If you look right here, let me get over there. You can can see some water leakage there. I didn't touch anything there. I think it's leaking actually in the corner right there. There's a spot that's leaking, a gap in the Bestop, and that's why you see the water kind of coming down and dripping right there. Come on, focus. Can get it in focus right there. So can we go back here a little bit? I mean, it's pretty sealed on the rails here. So where the rails are, let's pick this up a little bit too. Just the cover. Let's see, this might be jammed. But the main seals, I'm trying to stop this turn. So there's some leakage right there, looks like. Is that old? So it had a little bit of leakage there, but I mean, I got the cargo glide, so all my stuff's kind of elevated, so it's not sitting on the floor. I wouldn't consider this 100% waterproof. You could probably do some more sealing with silicone. So there's gaps right here. Let me see if I can pull this. That way I could get this better. So, you know, there's a gap right here where you can see a leak, where it could leak right there. I think it tries to seal it though pretty well. You can see that right there, so that's good. So and you can see if I need to access angles, that's another nice advantage. With a hard shell, unless there's a door right here to get it, I can't get to anything. But if I needed to grab something here, you know, like I said, it's easy to steal or not, but if I need to grab something towards the front, there's an advantage of the soft top as well. I can unzip it and grab it. So that's one thing. Let's see, is it leaking anywhere else there? Guys, well, of course the tailgate's leaking, like I said, is the design. And you can see how the tint is. It's tinted on the outside, but from the rear, you can actually see out pretty well. There's a frame here. You can see what I like about the frame, it actually folds. So you can fold it to access things. You can fold it so you can have more room to put taller items temporarily, or you can remove it, and it's a lot easier to remove. That's another advantage of the soft top is weight. It weighs a lot less than 200 pounds to get out. So that's one thing else to consider. The shape of it, it takes up a little bit less room than a full hard shell, because my hard shell would come up about right here, you know, so I'm losing a little bit of room here, volume. If I wanted to put something, stack something here, you know, it comes out a little bit less. You can see it there. The front doesn't take up less room. It takes up about the same room as a regular hard shell. Height wise, you're going to be cabin high. That's one thing to notice. And this one, like I said, is the second version or second gen Supertop 2. So it doesn't have, the first one actually had a hump on it, which I didn't really prefer. It kind of funny. I mean, they're still popular, still reliable, but I didn't like the hump. They had clear plastic windows. But price wise, this is under $1,000, which is a lot cheaper than a brand new shell. Usually brand new shells cost nearly double that depending on the options. So again, it just really depends on what you're looking for. So the advantages of having a soft top are lowest costs, they're lightweight, very easy to remove, and it'll protect your stuff from the elements. A few disadvantages of a soft topper is you can't add extra cargo on top, no rooftop tents, no ladders, etc. There's less weatherproofing or waterproofing, so you have a higher chance of water and dust, etc. getting in. There's no color matching option. Long-term durability of a canvas top will be a lot less than a solid hard metal or fiberglass top. So there's only two companies that actually make a soft top for these trucks. One is Bestop, as you see here. The other one is Soft Topper, and they actually were purchased out by Bestop. And I'm not sure as far as what they're going to do as far as designs in the future, because You know, for the Tacoma now, there's actually 3 soft tops available, and are they going to discontinue one or do another one? I don't know. So we'll see what's going on there. But I do know it has advantages and disadvantages, and I hope I went over them for you. I thought about doing a DIY video how to install the Supertop. It took me a while to record, so I want to know, is it something that you guys want to see, or do you guys think you got it handled? Alright guys, please place those comments below. Appreciate all your support. Peace out.